It's finally here! And first off, sorry, this guide took a bit longer. I wasn't able to join the Pioneer server before Starfall Veins officially released, so I couldn't test it early, but now we're here, and we're diving into it properly. So what is up, squad? TITOBODS here. Today I'm going to share some important tips about the event that can help you prepare better and approach it the way you want to play. Now, before you start, here are some important notes that you should consider. Now, there are specific timings for the spawn of the Radiant Attendants. When they appear, they don't just show up one by one. A larger number of them will spawn across the map, and this happens multiple times throughout the event, so be ready. You also occasionally see stellar gift drops coming from your stellar or star attendants. Don't ignore this, for this gives you also a lot of points or irons. There are silver and gold chests also going to be available on the map as well. So the silver chest can be dropped by your Radiant Attendants, and the gold chests are dropped by the Ancient Monuments. This contains blessings that you can use to gain an advantage during this event. So make sure you can get them. Before anything else, slap that like button and drag this video out to your friends. And since 78% of you guys watching are not yet subscribed to the channel, I encourage you to do so. We now have our super chat and super thanks, and if you want to be a member of the channel, you can get perks like custom icons, custom emotes, and enjoy members only content. And with that, let's go back to topic. So timeline wise, after the first 10 minutes, the first batch of ancient monuments will appear. Then another one batch will appear 15 minutes after that. The Eternal Tower, on the other hand, opens when there are 10 minutes remaining on the event timer. Make sure to follow the quest list, which you can find by tapping the gold icon here on the left lower side of your screen. It helps guide your objectives and keeps you on track the whole event. On the right side of your screen, though, you will see two important buttons. Like the first one, or the first button, will be the yellow one that instantly recalls your troops back to your city, but it has a 10-minute cooldown. Now, the second one on the right side is the blue icon, acts as the relocator, letting you reposition on the map with a 5-minute cooldown. However, you cannot use this if your troops are still currently outside your city. If you manage to occupy the Eternal Tower, when it opens, you will gain 1,000 Starfall Iron per second. That is actually huge. But there is a trade-off. Every 5 seconds, your troops will deal 5% less damage and take 5% more damage. Now, the longer you stay inside, of course, the weaker your damage output will become, and the more damage you will receive. So timing and control are very, very important in this one. Now, in my opinion, there are 3 ways you can actually approach this event. These are the 3 main priorities you can choose from, or if the situation feels safe enough, you can combine all 3. First one is what I call the farmer approach. You can choose or focus entirely on gathering, then stay within the first 2 zones, avoid unnecessary conflicts, and concentrate on collecting resources. Even though you're in the first 2 zones, you can still get like level 3 tiles. You can still attack star attendants and radiant attendants when they spawn, and take down ancient monuments near you and secure chests if it's safe. This approach helps you maximize seasonal rewards on your list, dominate the gathering rankings. You can be first on the list of the rankings by doing this, and still place high overall without heavy fighting. Now, this depends on your ability to really farm that fast. So the second one is what I call the mob-focused hybrid, because you do fight mobs and you do also gatherings and stuff. You can prioritize farming mobs instead. So this one is for heavy priority on farming mobs. Focus on star attendants and radiant attendants for their drops. Now, secure the chest, gather major tiles, and take part in fights that you can confidently win. So there will be PvP mixed in with this one. That's why I call this the hybrid. Try to capture also multiple monuments. And however, Stay away from the Eternal Tower if there are Krakens and whales controlling that specific area. Getting eliminated repeatedly, for sure, will limit your freedom to farm and reduce your ability to score points in the process. This strategy balances farming and controlled aggression and still have a little bit of fun fighting with other players. The third one is what I call the full combat mode, wherein you can do everything that you want. You can farm, you can fight, take objectives, and actively contest the Eternal Tower. And yeah, it's fun contesting these towers because there will be other players that are also going to attack you in a way for them to get points through the tower. Now, this means prioritizing combat and engaging with other players consistently. And I only recommend this route if you know that you're one of the stronger players in the map and can realistically dominate the event. Otherwise, it become very costly. And of course, I won't leave you with just those informations. Here are some additional tips you should keep in mind while playing the event. So number one, before entering the event, check what buffs are already active for you. You'll be able to see this beforehand, as you can see here right now on the screen. And number two, you can use a personal buffs, but I don't really or personally recommend using troop capacity unless heavy fighting is in your main priority. And number three, you have 5 minutes at the start to scan the map. Use that time wisely. Identify potential Krakens, whales, or players you won't be able to defeat. And of course, avoid them if necessary. Then number four, based on the information you gather, reposition yourself strategically because this will have an impact on how you approach the game or the event. Each of the three priorities that I have mentioned earlier fits your playstyles and current situation, and then commit to it and execute your plan. So that's basically it for the tips and basically the guide on this event. But I want you guys to know my opinion about this event. So first off, I really like this event. It's kind of like a solo game wherein you can focus on yourself. You don't have a team. So there are players that likes that kind of thing wherein they are in control of their surroundings and they are solo PvPing and doing their own stuff. So there are players that actually like this kind of event. It won't be for everyone, but I find it fun when you are fighting off against other players to take the tile, especially taking the Eternal Towers in the end. It's really fun, but I didn't really get or had the chance to fight a lot of players in the game. And honestly, you can actually thrive here even if you're a free-to-play player or a low spender, 100%. Now, second is the rewards, which you have an independent rewards for the event itself for the day. You have separate rewards for gathering, for killing tribes, for everything. There are a lot of rewards that you can get for this. So you also have a ranking rewards for the day, which is an additional rewards. It's really good. Then you have a tier rewards that you can get for receiving your tiers. You will get a specific rewards for a specific level on a specific tier, which is good. If you finished it off for the season, you will have a lot of rewards. And not to mention, you will also get a separate rewards for the list of quests for the season, which in my opinion, combining all this reward, doing this weekly is really worth your time. So that's all that I can say. So just don't miss the opportunity for this event because it's really good. Although I know some players won't enjoy solo event like this because they would rather enjoy playing with other players, and I kind of understand where you're coming from. But what I'm saying is that the event will give you a lot of rewards. Just I think this is one of the most generous event that the game has ever put on, because the other event that I think that is the closest to this one with the most generous rewards are actually the Desolate Desert. So the other events like ME and GE will also give you rewards, but they are not as generous as this one. I want to know what you think about this event, and hopefully we can discuss it in the comments. So leave your thoughts, your recommendations, suggestions that maybe can improve this game or this event, and leave them all down in the comments. And for sure, you know me, we're going to talk about it. And that's it for me today, squad. Play smart, adjust based on the map, and most importantly, choose your path that works for you best. And as always, have a great day to you, squad. This is your TITOBODS, and I will see you in the next one. And hey, click on this video right here for more awesome TITOBODS content. Thanks for watching, you guys, and TITOBODS out.